Liverpool! 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 I hope you play well, but I hope we win. Yeah, I'm supporting Liverpool.
Well, in that case, I better support Wimbledon, haven't I?
Yes, they're both good teams. Good luck to
reasons.
everybody. It's the cup final today. That's why we're going on about football, of course.
Yes, and that means we've got loads of football
Loads of
coming
football.
in.
And loads of footballers called Gary Stevens, actually. We've got two of them, plus somebody else called Trevor Stephen, and he's a footballer as well. And we've got the whole of the England European Championship squad singing for us.
And we've got some Mounties coming in that have absolutely nothing to do with football.
And the greatest puppeteer who's ever lived. He's going to be on the Wide Awake Club with some of his stuff a little bit later on. This young lady doesn't need luck. She's extremely clever. This is Joanne Mason. Where are you from, Joanne?
Droitwich near Worcester.
From Droitwich. We had a look at your picture very briefly about 5 minutes ago, but it's a remarkable photograph. Let me get it up and we'll have a look at it. How did you manage to take that? What did you have to do to set up a photograph like that?
Well, first of all, you've got to know where the dragonflies are, which is near ponds. And we watched that one crawling up from the pond as a nymph. And then that broke out of the nymph and it dried out, then flew onto some heather, and I watched it there, and then I took the photo of it drying out.
Now, is your camera held firm for you on a tripod whilst you're doing this?
Well, you can use a tripod, yes.
But did you?
No, I didn't.
That's a freehand photograph?
Yes.
Good grief. And do you have to use special film to get this kind of detail?
No.
Anything you can get in a chemist?
Well, you use Kodak film for this competition.
Oh, for this competition?
It's sponsored by Kodak.
Oh, I see. So you had to, did you? All right, I see. And it was a wildlife photograph. You won the 9 to 11 section, didn't you? Let's have a look at some other pictures that you've taken, shall we? We've got some of them that people at home can take a look at. So what's this first one?
That's a dragonfly just coming out of the nymph.
Really? So it's leaving the old shell behind?
Yes.
And it's going to turn into one of those wonderful things that you won the competition with?
Yes.
Really? So it improves your knowledge of wildlife doing a bit of this sort of photography, doesn't it?
Well, yes, because we're all very interested in photography and wildlife, my family. And my dad's interested in photography and I followed on. So we like doing nature photography.
I bet you're better than him already. Let's have a look at your second one, shall we, that you brought in today. Now, what's that?
That's a damselfly. And I won the competition 2 years ago with a bit like that one.
Really? So you're getting an old hand, really, at collecting prizes, aren't you? Let's have a look at another one, shall we?
Those are lackey moth caterpillars
Really?
on a nest.
So they're just setting out in life as caterpillars?
Yes.
And what are they going off to do?
Well, we found those in Wales. We went to a beach once and we just happened to have our cameras with us.
How big are they in real life?
I don't know, about 3 centimetres long. I don't know.
Really?
2 centimetres.
Tip of your finger?
Yeah.
You've got to get in very close, haven't you, to take these kind of photographs?
Well, this is a close-up lens.
Let's have a look at your camera, shall we, very quickly. Now, what is special about that? Most of us at home have got a camera that's unlike this bit here. So this is special. This thing, almost as big as a dustbin.
You can change the lens and that goes out like that to get closer.
I see.
There you get the life size. That I usually have it on about a third of the life size of the real thing.
Right.
There.
So as you're twisting this goes out, just like a telescope.
Yes.
So is that really what that is there? A very specialised telescope?
Well, it isn't a telephoto lens. It's close up, so that it's so that you can get close. You don't have to get close to the insects to disturb them.
But could people take up some wildlife photography with the kind of camera that you might have at home, which doesn't have the special equipment?
Well, I've got a little Minolta, and you can do wildlife pictures and zoo pictures with that, and animals, but you couldn't do insects or birds very well.
Fascinating. One last picture of yours. Let's have a look at it. A furry one.
That's a water vole.
Right.
That was taken at Slimbridge Wildlife Trust.
You have to be even cleverer, don't you, about photographing mammals, I would have thought.
Well, they were quite tame.
That helps, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right. It goes without saying what you'd like to do when you leave school.
Now I'd like to carry on with photography.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble at all. All right. I wonder what your prize is next year. All right. Thanks very much indeed, Joanne.
Okay.
We're back in just a couple of ticks. We've got Batman and some music from the England European Championships. Would like to hear you singing along at home this morning. What are we?